What's up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? I know it's been a while since I made a twin ZL1 update, and you guys are probably wondering whatever happened to the twin ZL1s. Well, the first ZL1, which was the one from New York, is actually back there on the left right now, and we're actually finishing up this project, and we're going to do some videotaping of what we're doing with the project right now, and you'll see that in a little bit later on in this video as well. The convertible ZL1, that, if you guys remember, was in here, had heads, cam, ported blower, pulley, thermal reduction plates, long tube headers, off-road connection pipes, and methanol. Now, we actually did have that car on the dyno down at Keith's Pit Stop in Gettysburg for some slight tuning, just to kind of get them on the road and get them to be able to drive it around and beat on a little bit. Unfortunately, we ran into some clutch slippage issues, but even with, this is a funny part about this thing, even with the clutch slipping on the convertible ZL1 that was in here, we still put down, I think, 700 and some, over 700 horsepower, over 700 foot-pounds of torque, with 3 pulls, 3 dyno pulls, and some slight tuning, which was freaking amazing. And that was without methanol. So obviously, if the clutch wasn't slipping, we know we'd be making a lot more with that car. And with methanol injection, we know the car would be making a lot more on top of that. So that's the update on that ZL1. Now that ZL1, more than likely, I did talk to the customer about it, and it looks like he'll be bringing that car back eventually to get a clutch install done. And then we're going to be going right back to the dyno after the clutch is broken in, and we're going to be doing a re-dyno of that car to get final numbers with the methanol kit and all the parts that are on that car with a new clutch. So we should see some very, very interesting numbers with that car. In this video, we're going to talk about the New York ZL1, which is on the left back here. So let's walk back and check it out. Max, what are you doing?
Pulling this brand new exhaust off, you know?
Why are you pulling this brand new exhaust off, Max?
Because this rear's coming out.
Is it?
Yeah.
So what are y'all doing to this thing?
All new suspension.
Okay.
Bushings.
Okay. Nice, nice.
Stuff, you know.
Max is pulling this thing apart for me right now. I got some phone calls and making some other stuff, so I've got him working on this. But basically what we're doing is we're pulling the exhaust system back off, and we're installing all of this cool stuff right here. We're putting a full 100% full suspension kit on this car. It's going to be lowered. We're doing I think we're doing new arms, new control arms over here, new bushings, solid mounted bushings. We've already done the motor mounts, as you guys could see right there. Let me get the flashlight. Let me get a flashlight here so you guys see what's going on. But these are fully adjustable motor mounts that we put in already when we redid the headers. Some of you guys might have seen this car at Motorama possibly, but one of the things we did, if you guys can see, is we actually took the headers back off the car. We ended up getting them ceramic coated gunmetal gray, and they're holding up pretty good for the limited time that it's been running. So when we had the headers out, we decided to go ahead and do the mounts at the same time. That way they were kind of done, because we're gonna have to drop this K-member down again just to do the front sway bar, but that's not a big deal. So now that those front mounts are completed, and like I was saying, we're gonna do, you know, lowering springs up front here. We're gonna do new arms. I mean, it's a very integrated suspension package that we're gonna do on this car. So it's gonna sit, I think the car is gonna sit another inch and a half lower, and it's gonna have a full 100% aftermarket suspension kit on it. Nothing stock about it. This customer did not spare any expense on this vehicle in general, and the suspension and the parts that are going into it, very, very high quality stuff. So we're gonna get started tearing this thing down and getting this cradle out. We gotta drop the cradle. We have to drop the cradle, and in order to, you know, get this mount out, get this mount out, get everything out. So we're just pretty much going to drop the whole thing down with the rear end and set it on the ground. We have everything apart. We have our shock bolt out here. We got our sway bar disconnected, which we really didn't need to do, but we did that. We have our wires disconnected. We have our drain tubes disconnected for the rear def. Drive shafts out. Literally everything is good to go. We have our calipers tied up. Everything's good to go. All we have to do now is take out these 4 bolts here and there, and this whole subframe will be coming out. Alright guys, she is out of this ZL1. Now basically what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take this all apart. We got to push these mounts out, which you have to have a press to do that. So we're going to take it over to Westy's. Westy's going to press these mounts out for us. We're going to put the new mounts in, which will be pretty awesome. We're replacing, I think, all of these mounts. And as you guys can see, it is an empty vessel up inside this thing. All right guys, we didn't get a whole lot of video of the assembly of the rear diff and the cradle, but we're going to show that to you now. So Detroit Speed, these guys right here, did a really good job with everything that they gave us for this vehicle. We have the solid isolator mounts in for the K-member, new bushings up here for the upper A arms. We have a new sway bar right here, which will be connected to the new lower control arms that are really nicely pre-adjusted, by the way, as well, which is cool. They give you these little plates right here that align everything, so you don't have to do an alignment. This is where the alignment's going to be done. We have new control arms, trailer arms, or vice versa. They're very nice looking, and they are fully 100% adjustable arms, which are pretty cool. And then we come back to front solid mounts in the front of the subframe. We also did the lowering springs in here as well. And I will tell you something about these things is you're gonna have to cut the wires for the magnetic suspension and then solder them back together, which is what we did with this right here. There is no way to, you can unpin them, but they're kind of a pain in the ass. It's a little bit easier just to, you know, cut them and solder the wires after you do the spring transfer on the stock shock. So that's all done, and we'll get this guy up in here now. Alright guys, got that whole subframe in as you just seen. We're going to be closing up for the day because it's been a long day. Been a long day. So, like usual, if you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up. Instagram, Diablo Formula Racing. Facebook, Diablo Formula Racing. Please don't forget to subscribe. There is going to be more videos of that car coming to you soon. As you can see, we still got a lot of stuff going on here at the shop, so it's going to take a while, but we'll get them done for you guys. Keep watching. Deuces.